Welcome. Today we're going to do a Pisces reading for the year. But before we do that, let's do a meditation, our mantra. When one become two, what will you do? What is what is, and what is everlasting abundance, unity and connection, perfection, 1111, the mirror. I love God, and God love you. Thank you, angels, beloved you are, blessed you are. Thank you. Angels, we ask that Christ awareness resonate through us, through our thoughts, from our higher self, through our thoughts, through our words, through our hearts, intentions, feelings, through our solar plexus that connects us to a creative force, to our Deitea, our sacral center, the passion and connection to our root, and let us manifest this awareness into our surroundings and be a light to shine on others. Amen. So before we do the reading, we're going to do an overview of Pisces. So if you were born between February 19th and March 20th, your sun sign is Pisces. And we're made up of many different signs. The strongest is your sun, and it goes down if you know your date, your time. You'll get a long list of what you're composed of. The element is water. The sign is mutable, which is changeable. The color, mauve, lilac, purple, violet, sea green. The day is Thursday. And the rulers, planetary rulers, Neptune and Jupiter. Greatest over compatibility, Virgo and Taurus. And lucky numbers, 3, 9, 12, 15, 18, and 24. The strength of Pisces, some of their traits: compassion, artistic, intuitive, gentle, wise, musical, weakness, fearful, overly trusting, sad, desire to escape reality, can be a victim or a martyr. Pisces like being alone, sleeping, music, romance, visual media, swimming, spiritual themes. Pisces dislike know-it-alls, being criticized, the past coming back to haunt, cruelty of any kind. Pisces are very friendly, so they often find themselves in a company of very different people. Pisces are selfless. They are always willing to help others without hoping to get anything back. Pisces is a water sign, and as such, this zodiac sign is characterized as empathy and expressed emotional capacity. Their ruling planet is Neptune. So Pisces are more intuitive than others and have an artistic talent. Neptune is connected to music, so Pisces reveals music preferences. In the earliest stages of life, they are generous, compassionate, and extremely faithful and caring. People born under the Pisces sign have intuitive understandings of the life cycle and thus achieve the best emotional relationships with other beings. Pisces born are known by their wisdom, but under the influence of Uranus, Pisces sometimes can take the role of martyr, or in order to catch the attention. Pisces are never judgmental and always forgiving. They are also known to be most tolerant of all the zodiac signs. Now that we've got a little bit about Pisces, we can go ahead with the yearly reading. So we got past, make sure, touch every card. Angels, please give us a yearly reading for Pisces, the sign of Pisces, the energies of Pisces. And checking every card to make sure it's upright, so if it comes out upside down, it's meant to. And touching each card with the energies for a reading for Pisces, the sign of Pisces, for the year, the yearly overview. Very sticky. Usually a card that comes out as the least stickiest card. It gets this feeling of lightness, and it just jumps out, or it feels like it's drawn to your hand. That's what I noticed anyways. The higher self in the present for the year of 2020 is the star. And the heart, past, indolence or laziness. Holy. In the future, terrifying, the spiritual wisdom, or pass down rules and obligations. We have the moon. Whoa. Yeah. The lovers. The mind of the past. Future minds, higher self, we have valor. Holy. And then the past, we, the beginning of the year, manifest strength. And the last one for Pisces, success. Now let's flip these over. This card really popped out. And discernment. Princess of Swords. Let's see if we can see all the cards. circle of life. Now we have in the center, oh, I gotta do one more thing. Oh, in the heart center of the year 2020, present, the center of the year, we have a lot of, or we're looking at the strife card and the discernment of that strife, or warding off in the heir of air, princess of swords, and the strife, which is the 5 of wands. Sometimes when you're watching a reading, if you get thoughts about cards, they may be messages to you. So, discerning of strife. In the beginning of the year, we have in the higher mind, lovers or union with self, union with connection with your surroundings and other people. In the heart center, we have laziness, indolence. A card that resembles lack. I guess I'll show you the lover's card. I like this card. And indolence. Start doing this. There. Remember where, so you actually get to see the card. And then strength. Lovers and strength are mirroring now. From the beginning of the year, it looks like the heart is feeling lack, and maybe our actions are a little lazy. That we're manifesting strength in whatever we're doing, and our mind is concerned of, again, the connection of within self and around us, and how that's reflecting with the mirror. In the higher self, the star card. Oh, the star card is such a beautiful card. Just take a quick look. This is another major arcana. This is like the flow of existence, giving, receiving, and giving. You can see it in the card. She's the universe pouring energy upon herself, and then pouring the energy out onto the lower section. So if this is the higher self, energy is coming through and pouring out to the lower self, and it's also this flowing, right? Very flowing card. The shining light of discernment. Star, shining star. The universe, and some specific meanings. Devotion to moment, so being in the moment, introspection, sees through the perfection of the universe, innovate and regenerate, hope to be creative, maintain a reasonable concept, hope to destroy, deny the truth, illusion, the recklessness, believe in the future. So I really like it's saying, be in the moment, devotion to being in the moment. This is where we can make the most change, make the most impact. And then I'll check out the I Ching. Oh, past it. Oh, there's no I Ching. That's right. There's the symbol of. There's the symbol of. Oh, I can't remember. Oh well. I'm sure it'll come back to me another time. All right. Where was I? Now, in the future. So that's the middle of the year. We're looking at devotion and being in the moment, in the higher self. In the end of the year, we're looking at valor, or thoughts and decisions that will be virtuous, or for the betterment of all. So we're not being too greedy, or we're not sacrificing too much. We're making a stand for the betterment of all in our mind, in our thoughts. In the present, again, we're in this heart center, where our emotional body is feeling strife and defending, feeling like we need to defend ourselves almost, and then in the manifesting in the present moment in the middle of the year is a lot of emotion. Let's look up the moon card, see if there's any more specifics. But definitely we're being pulled towards seeing a strong difference between light and dark, and our vibrational, being very vibrationally aware. Now there's a transition between these two cards in the storyline that they make up, from being in the moment so go down to the world below. The journey goes into the deep unconscious. So from being in the moment, then we can reflect and go into the unconscious, which is consciousness, but we're unaware of it. So we're shining light on the darker things of ourself, and this provides the greatest growth, because you have to when you look at it, you have to reflect upon it, and then you have to make decisions upon what you've seen. And usually we're trying to move towards the betterment. The strange path going into the depths of the soul, confronts the night with fears, understanding yourself most profoundly. The light devotion to intuitive knowledge. So again, devotion, moments, seeking knowledge is a very strong reflection in those two cards in the middle of the year. Illusion, the shadow can be illusions and hysteria and complexities of abuse, hallucinations, fear, abuse of drugs, avoidance of reality. So this is what you want to be careful of when delving into that. These are some things that could happen. And then of the shadow, the dark side. And we almost have a mirror of the light and the star and the moon and the dark. The moon's on this card too. So we got the star and the moon. And we have the star and the moon. The sun and the moon. It's very reflective of each other. I don't know if I showed this card yet. There's probably not this card. It's just the Hebrew letter that has a really strong meaning too, but I have not memorized those. And we have in the heart center under valor, this is in the future, so the end of the year, we can say, under valor, under that those thoughts, those discerning thoughts, and most likely after really coming to grips with some depth and some deep emotional, unconscious parts of ourselves, are making a choice, a decision upon the reflection that we had from that. And it leads in the heart to a greater understanding of our spiritual resonance, maybe even a deeper connection. And we're manifesting success. So I'll show this card in the end of the year. That's the Hierophant. We can look up the Hierophant. The success is quite simple. It's just like the blossom of the understanding of the rose cross in the center, and the different signs, astrological. Whatever we were attempting to do, we manifest success in it at the end of the year. Let's look up the Hierophant, another major arcana, or trump card. We've got a few. The Lovers, Star, Moon, and the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is the fifth in the storyline. To search for the mysterious truth, knowledge and understanding are the independent experience of science and dogma religious. To find the meanings, truth, and discover. That's the light. Ungenerous, esoteric, arrogant is the shadow. Belief, trust, illumination lead to salvation. Those are the qualities. So we can look at some other reflections here, see if we get anything from that. So it looks like this feeling of lack and laziness actually leads to some of the understanding that we see in there. And it's through this heart feeling of strife. And strife. Well, let's look up strife. See if there's any particulars. That's a wand, 5 of wands. Bright yellow. Reminds me of the solar plexus. Challenging, stressful, impulsive, relieve stress, most due to controversy, demonstrating self-ability in sports and competition. Can be reckless, a reckless action in the shadow. It's really just taking on strife. It's working hard and pushing through challenges. That's how the feeling of the heart is. Sentiment. We see ourselves being entangled in many conflicts with our partners, requiring a lot of effort to reconcile. From here, colliding hearts can be strongly freed and or connect us with our partners more intensely. Either way, 5 of wands. Thoth cards contain the ability to renew the situation. So it's just working with emotion. Working through emotion. And that's definitely represented by swords, or discerning that emotion. Princess of Swords. And it's feminine. So we're using the feminine understanding. The feminine understanding of the aspect of the swords to come in grips with this unconscious part of ourself. More mirroring. I like that the end of the year ends with success. That's very positive. Begins with strength in the material, ends with success, and there's a lot of soul searching in the unconscious, which everything is consciousness. So anything that's referred to as unconscious is buried deep, and we need to shine the light of discernment on it to understand it, or to see it and then start to process it. And then once it's been processed, you can start to understand. So it has to actually well up and manifest itself before you can actually start to deal with it. It could be some buried thing that happened in, who knows where this energy is coming from, thousands of years ago, or just the recent situation, which it's all developed from thousands and thousands of years. But the recent situation, in your perspective of that situation, is almost blossoming like a plant or a flower, and it has to be understood. And then once it's understood and seen and explored, and then it settles back down, and then balancing, and returns to the earth, almost healed in a healing sense. I think that's where we're going to end Pisces yearly reading. There's quick overview would be the mental mind of connection, the feeling of lack and laziness, manifesting strength to move on into the middle of the year with a shining light of presence and just being in the moment with the heart that has to just deal with these unconscious things that are coming to the surface that are leading to the choice and mental thoughts to choose something that's greater and better for everyone, and the balancing of energies, not taking too much, not giving too much, into the hierophant of learning about it, and then being successful in the endeavors that the whole year has pushed through. We have a star. If you go in the circle of life, we have the pushing from the energies of the universe, pushing us towards valorous or equalizing decisions, so we can have an understanding that leads us to success of our shadow side, or something buried unconditional, so that we have the strength to revert our tendencies to feel lack and lazy, and to find that true self-love and to manifest it without. Thank you very much. Beloved you are, blessed you are. Thank you, angels.